Magic Man, the tennis preacher, the prophet, y'all know the psychic, coming back at you again with another video. Okay, people, Federer just took care of Mannarino in straight sets. What do I think about this? Okay, people, I was going to do a special video on just where do I stand at with Federer and how well he's playing. Do I see any bad signs as far as him winning the Wimbledon, as far as him beating the Dow or the Djokovic? And so, people, I'm going to use this match to sort of talk about that. Is Federer just got this thing wrapped up? Is it a wrap? Meaning, is it almost a guarantee he's going to win the Wimbledon? Do I see some signs that Federer fans should be worried about? So let me talk about that, okay? Okay, let me just talk about this particular match first, and let me just let the video go wherever it's supposed to go. Okay, people, okay, Federer beat Mannarino 6-0 the first set, okay? Then it was 7-5 the second set, and I think he ended up 6-4 the third set. People, now listen, straight sets, the media, the title in the sports, on the sports channels, the title, the news title, the sports writers articles is Federer cruises, and yeah, that's cruising, but people, I'm a little worried about that. Like, if I was a Federer fan, I feel good. Straight sets, 6-0. And somebody's probably saying, Magic Man, what are you talking about? Federer beat 6-0, 7-5, then 6-4, straight sets, Mannarino. Okay, people, now, let me say this here. Forget Mannarino, people. Yeah, Federer beat Mannarino. I'm talking about, if I was coaching Federer, as he's playing Mannarino, I'm acting as if he's playing Nadal, a top-level Nadal, the way Nadal was playing, and a top-level Djokovic. And so I'm going to take his performance against Mannarino and match it up against those guys. So you see the standard is higher than Mannarino. Okay, the 6-0 that's good. Boy, that's a great sign. Federer fans, boy, that should make them like, whoa, we almost got a wrap. It ain't a wrap, but it's all when you 6-0, Federer get the 6-0. But people, I don't like the swing. Why is it 7-5 the second set? Man, forget Mannarino ain't that great. Yeah, Mannarino is really good, but if Federer beat Mannarino 6-0 the first set, man, it shouldn't be no 7-5 the second set. I mean, I don't like that swing. I mean, it should be a 6-4 at the most, probably a 6-3. So it is. What happened? Why do you beat him 6? This is what if I was coaching Federer, I'd be like, what happened? Why was it 6-0 the first set, and then 7-5 the second set? So I'm not saying Federer fans should be much worried about that swing, but they should be a little worried that whatever caused Federer to swing from beating somebody 6-0 to the second set going 7-5, and it ain't like he playing the Djokovic. He playing Mannarino. I know Mannarino is good, but it's very good. But still, though, I would be a little worried. If I was a Federer fan, I would be a little worried that is there something behind that? As far as the swing, that Federer, why couldn't Federer beat him 6-0 the first set and they beat him 6-3 the second set if he was capable of beating him 6-0 the first set? Okay, and I understand levels, you can't hold the level all the time. And then another thing that was a little worrisome too was that Federer he almost lost serve when he was serving at 3-4. It was 15-40. Mannarino had double break point. So I'm acting like I'm imagining. Imagine if that was Nadal in Mannarino's place, or if that was the Djokovic in Mannarino's place with double break point. Would one of those guys or both of those guys have broken Federer? Probably. I mean, So I'm just saying. As well as Federer is doing, I'm saying, I'm raising the standard. I'm talking about him playing the Djokovic and the Nadal. even though there's more good signs in this, but there is a little bit of troubling signs. I don't like the swing. I'm just saying from the level I'm looking at. I don't know. So you probably say, well, Magic Man, what are you saying? Are you saying that you doubt Federer can win the Wimbledon, or that you doubt that he can beat the Djokovic or Nadal if he faced him? Oh, no, I'm not saying that I doubt. No, I'm not saying that. No, definitely not. I'm not doubting that he can win the Wimbledon, but I'm saying it makes it not a wrap. Meaning it ain't no guarantee. There is still a little bit of weakness. There's still a chance that Federer couldn't win the Wimbledon and that he could lose against a Nadal or the Djokovic. And it's based on what I just said, that there was a little with the swing stuff, like why couldn't you hold the level if you beat him 6-0 top level like that? Why couldn't you beat him at least 6-3 the next set? So I'm just saying I don't really like the swing stuff that much. But I still got Federer as I even got him as the clear favorite now. I'm like Vegas, like the clear favorite to win the Wimbledon. Okay? That ain't saying he couldn't get upset. Now, I want to talk about something else here. Is that Now listen, people, let me just say something. There could be another reason for the swing, but I was going to talk about this with the other matches Federer played. People, Federer has a lot of levels to give. You may be saying, Magic Man, what do you mean by levels to give? What I mean by that, people, let's just say this here. I know when Federer was playing whoever he was playing in the last round, it ain't playing around now. That ain't what I mean. I don't mean he's playing around or toying with the opponent. But meaning if the opponent is at level 7, Federer knows that he can go to level 11 or level 12. So Federer may make some errors, but he knows he can beat the guy. He's so relaxed that he knows he can afford to make a few errors and still win. I remember Pete Sampras used to be that way with some opponents. So Sampras knew he could hold his serve, so he would hit some returns out on purpose just to get out of the game so he could serve it out. Now, I do see Federer having that. Now, is that why when Federer beat Mannarino 6-0 and did it swing back to 7-5 because Federer is like, well, man, I don't need to play as hard. And okay, I give him some points, but I know I got this wrapped up. I mean, I don't know if this particular match, I don't know if the swing from 6-0 the first set to 7-5 the second set, I don't know if that was because Federer had a lot of levels to give. I just think that swung that way. I mean, that's my opinion as far as watching the match. But I want to get back to this thing about that Federer has a lot of levels to give, and this is important. And if somebody's betting on Federer, this is probably why they should continue and feel good about having Federer as the favorite to win the Wimbledon. And this can really help him when he plays the Djokovic and Nadal. Meaning, people, when I watch, and then people, Nadal is playing very well. I'm going to do some videos on Nadal later. But people, as I look at Nadal playing, I see Nadal playing at a very high level and he's playing hard. But I think Nadal is playing the best he can play. I feel that Federer, people, even though Federer is playing top right now, I feel Federer got some more levels he could go. And that's why sometimes when he make an error, he doesn't care because he know he can still win the match. Like I said before, even if his opponent is at level 7 and Federer is playing at level 8 or level 9, he know he can go to level 12 or 13. So if he make an error, he's not worried. So that's a very good sign that Federer is probably going to win the Wimbledon. I don't know if y'all understood what I just said. That's called he got levels above levels to give, okay? And that can definitely benefit him if he play a Nadal, the Djokovic, because he better have some levels to give. I mean, like, imagine if he's playing Nadal and both Nadal and Federer is at level 10, yet Federer feel he can go to level 13, but Nadal feel he's like trapped at level 10, which is a high level. So Federer would probably beat Nadal if he feel, well, I feel good. And you can tell when Federer has those levels to give because he's confident. See, even if he make an error, he's confident. If he's down with the serve, like in almost a loose serve, he's still confident he can pull it through because he got levels to give. Meaning he feels that he can go to levels that's higher than his opponent's levels. Okay? So now let me just wrap this up. Should Federer fans be worried about Federer's play? I don't think they should be too worried. But I just want to bring that up though. But against Nadal and the Djokovic, I just don't like that whole swing thing. That 6-0 and then 7-5. And then you almost lost serve the third set. I'm just saying, as far as that may work with Mannarino, but I'm saying that's going to really tighten up and become closer. And it could cost you when you play a Nadal or the Djokovic if you have those kind of swings with the score, okay? Tennis Preacher. I know it's sort of confusing because somebody may say, well, Magic Man, you sound like you said Federer almost got a wrap to win the Wimbledon, but then you said there's some worries, that swing thing could be a little bit of a bad side if he faced Nadal or the Djokovic. Well, just because I'm saying it could be a little bit of a bad side, maybe when Federer faced the Djokovic and or Nadal, he would be even more focused and make sure that swing stuff doesn't happen. Maybe he knows that it ain't good to be swinging with the score against Nadal and the Djokovic. You can get away with that with Mannarino. So he probably would take care of that. Okay, people, and make sure it doesn't happen. Tennis Preacher, Prophet, Psychic, signing off. Have a good one.
Dance. Ooh, yeah, you can dance too. But that's the way his name is